The wicked one is on a mission. The pen manual and the transmission. Who that like him is
Speaking of Netflix, I haven't watched the Dave Chappelle special yet. Should I watch it? Because there's been a lot said about it, and it just makes me go, I would have liked to have come across it organically before the talking started. Do you know what I'm saying? It's much ado about not like, just let me decide. Listen, if you want me to stop this stream, you will mention Squid Game again. I can't stand all the talking about that. I'm probably gonna have to watch it as well, because I'm like, well, I need to know if it's people who just can't comprehend the difference between playing devil's advocate and being mean-spirited under the guise of devil's advocate. I need to know if there really was that kind of line treading going on. Also, I feel like at some point, if you tell everyone that you're outraged by something, all you're showing them is you're giving them free press. You're doubling their exposure. The people who are likely to agree with your opinion now need to watch it. The people who are likely to disagree with your opinion now need to watch it. You've just helped them. I hear music I don't like on Spotify. Guess what I do? I hit skip. I don't tell the whole world, oh, I absolutely hated this song. I'm not giving you exposure. Like, it was shit. I've moved on. Nowadays, everyone just goes online and is like, I hate this, and then all these think pieces, and it's like, well, now it's 3 or 4 more times more likely to be seen by a wider audience. Right, basically. Yo, I need you to agree with me. You should go and watch it, or you should go and listen to it. I've not heard of someone disliking it yet. What, the Dave Chappelle special? Wait, how have you not heard that? Type his name into any search engine and see what comes up. They're saying there's calls for it to be taken. Oh, Squid Game? Wait, nobody. No. I don't say people dislike Squid Game. I never said that. I'm talking about the Dave Chappelle special. Squid Game, I think most people like it to the point where it's become overrated, and that's where you've sort of lost me with it, where it's like, same thing. I'll make the point now. I was saying this to someone the other day. Parasite was a good movie. Parasite is not the best movie to come out of that side of Asia. It just is not. It's not. It didn't deserve to be. Find them winning the Oscar. I'm saying there's no way that should have been the first film from them regions to have won an Oscar. That's what I was saying with that. So it was good, but overrated in that sense. Overrated as in, this is not the best Asian film we've ever seen. Like, stop it. Squid Game. Not saying the show is bad. This doesn't deserve all of the hoopla around it. That's all I've been saying. Like, I'm like, people that are getting carried away, to me, it tells me you've never... Thank you! Finally, somebody says it exactly how I said it. It's not better than Alice in Borderland. Exactly. That was my point. Well, I was just like, man, this must be real nice. You came out after Alice in Borderland and you got more love for doing less. This is just absolute congratulations to you. Well done. Like, I'm just like, you can tell these people they've never you've never been exposed to the culture before. And I can't stand when these hype beasts, they've seen one drama in their life, when it was Breaking Bad. This is the first time they've ever watched a hard-hitting drama. Oh my god, Breaking Bad is the best. But have you seen The Wire? Have you seen The Sopranos? Have you seen Oz? Have you seen... No, I haven't. Oh my gosh. How can you then tell me that this is the GOAT of all drama? Like, take time, man. Like, go easy. And there don't seem to be no, I guess, training wheels for this shit. Like, no one says, alright, calm down, young fella. Like, calm down. It's your first time? Alright, cool. You know, like do the research first. Like have some frame of reference when you're comparing things. Don't tell me this is the greatest thing of all time when you haven't seen nothing else. Squid Game was pretty good, but it's not Battle Royale, and it isn't significantly better than Alice in Borderland. No way, no how. I actually enjoyed Alice in Borderland and watched it after Squid Game. Oh, you enjoyed Alice in Borderland more and you watched it after. See, now that's the only thing I've been happy about. I've been seeing it in the top 10 lists or whatever, like it's circulating around. It's starting to get, but it's like people should have been knowing about this. But the only thing that this confirms to me, well, I have a sneaky suspicion that Netflix owns all of Squid Game. There's no I bet there's no royalty rights for whoever it is that created it. So that's why they've allowed it to catch fire like that. There you go. There you go. And that's really it. That's really it. I would just like more people to not have a negative impression of Eastern culture irrespective of popular shows. That's the thing. I don't feel, well, let me not say that. My feeling is that usually these were the things that most people were avoiding. They were avoiding watching subtitled movies because they don't want to read, or man, they think that, you know, the country that they're in makes the greatest movies and that's it. I'm not interested in nothing else. And then sort of you've seen, like, even with like the rise of anime, right? So it's like before you watch anime, people are like, oh, that isn't that for kids? And yeah. And it's like, oh, this is what anime is about. Okay. And then they pretend. That's the thing. They quickly swat. So they watch 10 animes back to back, and then they claim they've been, oh, I've always loved this shit. And it's like, no, you didn't. So you've taken those people, and then now they're graduating to the films. And now they've graduated from the films, they're going to the TV shows now. So I feel like the impression is not all negative. It's just when they overreact to like simple concepts. Like, this is not the most complicated thing to come out of Asia. Like, trust me, like, I'm glad you're here now, but nah. That's how I feel like it is. I feel like it's overdone. Yeah, Netflix peddles all of their in-house productions, 90% of which are cookie cutter garbage. Exactly. Oh boy. You just said old boy. So I'm saying, like, old boy, what's the one that they made The Departed off of again? Infernal Affairs. Like, Man from Nowhere, like, do you know what I mean? Like, these top dog films. And you want to come and tell me that Parasite is the best and the only one worthy of winning an Oscar? Nah, that's not right. I still have plenty of people dissing anime and South Korean media, including work colleagues, then were impressed about Squid Game. Fair enough. Train to Busan. Hey, and I'm not even a zombie movie guy. I hear that. Oh my gosh, I watched something on Netflix last night. What was it called? Daybreak. Whew. Now, I enjoyed Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I don't mind that. Let's not take it too seriously, but let's have it be serious for the characters in that world. But let's still have a laugh. I like that. I like that tone that you can hit with certain movies or certain things. This Daybreak. Oh my word. I don't know. And then they're trying too hard to reference too many other things. So the first episode, they were hard on the references for Mad Max Fury Road and all of this stuff. And I'm like, oh gosh. And then the longer you go on is the more they reference other stuff. Like, it's constantly referencing other things. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I'm thinking, When it must be, it's aimed at teenagers, definitely. But I'm thinking, is that how I learned about other things? Like, was it constant references to other things, or did I feel like I was the one who already knew the references without anyone needing to tell me what the references were. But yeah, anyway. If you have trouble sleeping, watch Daybreak. Yes. Yes, that's exactly it. Like listening to an album from the game. That 100 miles an hour and the name dropping, and it's like, oh my god, that's not making the shit better. All it means is that your name dropping this, it's no longer cool now. That's exactly what it is. And lo and behold, it's based in LA. This makes sense. Maybe he's a producer. It's like listening to the phone book. Maybe the game exec produced this thing, because my word, do these people love referencing something else. And it's not like Suits, where it's like, with Suits, it's because it's the banter between two people and it's organic. That's organic between them. One's a bigger nerd than the other. One makes a reference, the other one gets it, and they play off it. This is just named. This is just, and he's talking to the. Oh, he's breaking the fourth wall all the time. But yeah, Daybreak. These things are the things that give me hope that I can still have a career in film and TV. Because you really can write any old tosh and get through. You just need to know the right person, it seems. I mean, it's always been that way, right? But it seems now more than ever. Just know the right person. That's it. Turn up when people want to interview you. Like, publicize it. Or give them some sub-story. Ah, you know what happened? Yeah, before I wrote that, I got hit by lightning. And I could only move one hand to type, and I had to retrain myself how to speak, and what I did was I spoke to the computer, and then I used my hand to like correct the words, and then I just didn't know what to do with it, so I sat on it for like 6 months, and then one day I saw 3 magpies together. And I felt that must be a sign. And then I sent it to the agent. And the agent said no. Yeah, he said no. But I didn't give up. I sent it to 11 more agents. And then one of them said yes. And then that's how oh my gosh. Everyone's got the same tired fucking story. Oh, you got to include how you slept rough. Yeah. And after I got hit by lightning, I couldn't bring myself to the hospital, so I slept rough for like 3 days. Like, you gotta have some shit like that, and then you'll get through, pretty much. These are exactly the interviews they give, all the time. You hear this, and I'm like, how do they find the same person over and over again? Like, how? And you're like, you're not tricking me no more. This is the script they give you. This cookie cutter bullshit. Like, oh man. Yeah, it'll make you more relatable. Yeah, tell them about this and tell them, and really lean into that. And yeah, exactly. Because I was scared to go outside because of my trauma. Oh my gosh. You go use them trigger words and you just gone clear. And then when you actually go to like these screenings and stuff, and you meet these people and you ask them a question, you realize how just like it is all a script. Sounds like those Netflix in-house productions. Trauma, oh my gosh. Everyone has one now, right? Like, all you gotta do is have 50,000 followers and then your documentary's in the works. Or be involved in something dodgy that happened like 3 years ago. And it's never the person who actually was involved. It's always other people's perspective of what was going on. Oh my gosh. Oh, did you hear? Superman's son is bisexual, and it's like caused like a huge outrage. I knew someone who heard about it. Fourth hat. Exactly. That's what the documentary is filled with. I don't know why the chat thing on here isn't updating for some reason. Let me do this and see what happens. Nope, still there. Weird. Oh wait, did I scroll the chat? Is that why? Nope, that's not why. I don't know why it's not updated. Oh. More electronics working properly. Yeah. Story of my life. Nothing works the way it should. Or if it does, it breaks after some period of time. Most likely right close to when the warranty is going to end. So that it's even more painful to replace it. I haven't seen the new 007. Oh wait, did you see... what was it? Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings? That Marvel movie that had... what's her name? Awkwafina? That one? Did you watch that or nah? You just get that one past you. I have a feeling you didn't watch that yet. I'm like, I knew you weren't watching that. The movie was like okay. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Marvel gets too much credit for doing average shit. I feel like a lot of those people are mad at DC. Or if they're not mad at them, they hate DC. They identified with like one Marvel scene, and then that was it for them. They're like, ah, oh, DC sucks. I'm a Marvel fan. Nah. And everything they do, they overrate. Like, people are trying to tell me that this I was like, this movie was like okay. Extremely okay. And even then it was like, right. Oh, the last Blade was arse though. Come on, that was bad. That was very bad. I'm so happy that Wesley got paid, but that was bad. And that What If series on Disney Plus was like, it was, again, it was okay. It wasn't great. I didn't watch that and feel like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I absolutely needed this in my life. I more watched it and thought, yeah, you should have just left it as a comic book. Seems like Shazam with Asians. Oh my gosh. I really didn't like that Shazam movie. I absolutely hated that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that Shazam movie. Yeah. I remember being pissed off in the cinema watching that. This is not as bad as that. I'm telling you, like, even the backstory of this youth, I was like, call him Billy. Oh no, don't encourage him. Nah. I was not feeling that. Shazam movie was a mess. That was absolute dog shit. Like, I just looked at this, was like, you rewarding the worst you on the planet with powers? What? Like, I was like, this is the definition of white privilege, boy. This man he's a little shit. He steals. He does this. Let's just give him superpowers. I believe in you, Billy. What? This makes no sense. Yeah. You got Rock doing it, so even though, like, I really had to try and check, I was like, have they ever given The Rock an accent in anything? Because American Black Adam doesn't make sense. This man is supposed to have like a sort of like a Middle Eastern Old Testament type accent going on, so I'm a bit like, be interesting to see. That, and I guess it'll be the first time we see The Rock not wear a t-shirt. Well, they'll still get him in a t-shirt at some point, right? Every movie, this guy has to wear a t-shirt. Sorry, let me not even carry like I'm not cussing The Rock, by the way. I'm just saying, like, I've never heard, dude. If I hear he's been with a dialect coach, my eyes will be like this, like what? All of that to sound the same. He always has the same accent, always. But anyway, he would have been a school shooter otherwise. Oh my gosh. That's another trend I see in a lot of these shows where it's like, okay. Let's just go ahead and feel sorry for the absolute worst person in the show. What? I don't feel sorry for this fool. What are we talking about? So yeah, but they're human too. They deserve compassion. No, I don't know about that. Like, you could do that if you want. I'm over here where it's safe. No, I'm good. That's a good point. He's basically wearing a V-neck onesie as Black Adam. This is true. This is true. No, but okay. Yeah. Actually, I've seen him wear something else. In Ballers, he wore a suit. He wore suits a lot. I'll give him his props there. But yeah, mostly an excuse to be wearing a t-shirt, basically. Suit actually looks pretty good though. Better than the Shazam one by far. That Shazam one was a joke. Did they show compassion? Scorpion King free give him
血がなき弔だ。
Did he show compassion? Have you seen The Boys? Oi oi, Ali C, what's good? You seen The Boys though, Westo? Please tell me you watched The Boys. Shazam suit equal Arnold suit from yeah. That's some Frenchy shit right there. But did Kimiko? But did he show compassion? Fantastic, yeah. It was dope. I don't know how they got snubbed at the what is it called? The Emmys? What is it that won? And I was like, how they give it to that over The Boys? The Boys was like season 2 was different gravy, boy. Thank you. Time for a stretch. Oh, did it click this time? That's good. For some reason, on the stream thing, the chat thing is not updating. Don't ask me why. I mean, I know Wagwan. They'll never win an Emmy for that. They should have though, man. Like, between that and, was it The Handmaid's Tale? I thought those two things, I'm like, there's no way to miss that, and they just didn't give them nothing. I have to bounce. We're just spending the points thing. We go bounce to where you going? It's like 9 o'clock. Shouldn't you be inside now? It's dark now. Looking out for your well-being. You should stay in and watch Twitch. It's safer. I'm playing. Do your thing. Yeah. I can't remember. Who was it that one? It was The Crown. They were pretty much giving everything to The Crown. I was like, that season of The Crown was not actually that good. That last season was meh. To what? To bed. For what? So early? Nah. Nah, you go take the C24 out of your name. What do you mean you're going to bed at 9 o'clock? Why? What, for what reason? Currently rewatching The Wire. Greatest show of all time. I feel you. And when Michael K. Williams, man, I was like, that hurt me, man. Like, and they still never gave him the award posthumously. I was like, oh, we already did the vote, and what do you mean? If you already did the vote, in light of the circumstances, do a new vote and come to the correct conclusion. What are you talking about? Like, this man never got an award for Omar. He never got nothing for Chalky White. And then this was like, if this was the final chance to, they just like, so I was like, you know what? But yeah, I probably will rewatch The Wire at some point as well. whilst I've rewatched The Sopranos before. I want to rewatch Oz as well. I really enjoyed watching Oz. I came to Oz late. I think why was it that I never watched Oz at the time? I can't remember, but yeah, I came to it late, and then I got all of the box set, and beautiful. I'm a big fan of consequences in things. That's why sometimes I can't watch these things where it's like, oh, let's just be real sorry for this person, and I'm like, what? No, what are you talking? No, that's not how drama works. Oh, and I couldn't watch. What was that show called? That all these women were going crazy over? You, the one with the stalker weirdo. I was like, nah. You lot think you're watching Dexter, but that's not really what you're watching. You're watching something else. This is creepy shit. I'm not watching this. Like, it's like whoever it was that wrote You watched that scene in Twilight where I know I'm mentioning Twilight. I'm sorry, but yeah, where the dude was like he's in my girl's room watching her sleep, and they must have thought, oh my god, that's really cute. Do you know what? We should write a whole series about something like this, where like the person like really cares about the person, but the other person doesn't know. But we're just gonna. That shit is weird. It's just weird. You was pure agenda. Right. You is supposed to be weird. He's a creep. No. Then why do you lot love it so much? Like, why? Nah. Barely made it past season 1 of You. No idea how it ended. I fell asleep. It's like Nightcrawler. No. Don't mention You and Nightcrawler in the same breath. Don't do it. Nightcrawler is different gravy. Exactly. Thank you. Don't compare that trash to Nightcrawler. I'm just so happy that I don't have to be the one saying all of this by myself. I'm not a lone light anymore. Like, nah. I reckon it's cause Penn Badgley from Gossip Girl. I haven't watched it anyway. Nah, you is nah. That is sewage. I just was like, watching this and I was like, I don't understand why I'm hearing that women like this. Like, what is it you actually like here? This is no. Speaking of Nightcrawler, what was that shit called? Is it It's Guilty or The Guilty? That what? I swear, Jake Gyllenhaal, I could never trust this guy in real life. I just feel like he's got some real creepy air about him. I like dope actor, rate everything he does, but I couldn't trust to be around this dude. Like, he could just switch it on and off too easy. No. The Guilty. Yes. I tweeted out saying, you gotta play a drinking game when you watch that. You gotta take a shot every time he says Emily. You'll be in a coma by the 3rd act. Emily. He was saying Emily more times than the intro of Donda. Like, I'm telling you. When I watch Nightcrawler, I'm like, this is this guy's this is his Citizen Kane. This is his taxi driver. You can't convince me after that this is a normal human being. Something is very wrong with this guy. Respectfully, something is wrong with him. If they ever remake Shutter Island, they gotta do it with Jake Gyllenhaal. He is king of the winds. He's utterly convinced in what he's doing. Oh my gosh. I'm just like watching. I remember I was watching Nightcrawler. I was thinking, he's the perfect nut. He's just the best nutcase you could ever find. One of the smallest things in Nightcrawler that was just eerie was when he was calling him my company. Like, stay away from me, my boy. Listen, when he's entering negotiation mode, he's like, oh, and he's there telling my man about the bicycle specs, and he's just pathological with it. I'm like, yo, this man did not buck. He didn't blink. Nah. But yeah, with the guilty, I got, it's sort of like, I feel like it's an homage to that performance with this one. I liked it because it was contained as well. Obviously, it's in one place and in the twist, and I was like, yo, this actually was decent. And it's just decent because it's like you get to see my man just acting, like he's just doing his thing. They're like, let's not waste time with other people who are just gonna distract from the main performance. Just give it all to Jake. It's better than, remember that shit that I watched that time. I can't believe people actually like this movie. What was it called? Lock. The one that to me was like it was a BMW X5 ad. That's what it was. The Guilty was actually a remake of a Swedish film, so I kind of want to watch the original film. Okay. Yeah, if you find out what it is, I want to know what that is. I want to watch that too. He might have come from Arkham. I'm telling you, like, Jake Gyllenhaal is too underrated. To me, he's criminally underrated for his acting ability. He is like, even Donnie Darko. I just never fully. I feel like that and Vanilla Sky are two movies where I'm like, no matter how many times I watch it, I'm like, what the hell am I really watching? Like, what is this? And it. Vanilla Sky always makes me laugh because, for real, I'm like, what the hell am I watching right now? Like, what is this? And I feel that way with Donnie Darko. It's like, I like it, but what is it I'm actually liking right now? This is weird. Yeah, he's one of the best actors around. Can elevate a shit movie concept into a great film. 100%. But mostly it's the way he uses his eyes. Like, he can look utterly terrifying, utterly confused, utterly convincing, or just like, I'm just like, this guy is, yeah, he always understands the assignment. Always. You're right, though. Man said it was the way it was calling it my company. Eyes are too big. I'm telling you, I'm like, did they filter his shit or what? Like, why is his eyes like, why are they piercing through the screen like this? Let me turn on some lights in here, shit, like. Jake Gyllenhaal, ladies and gentlemen. Right. He would have this dead look in his eyes, but be menacing at the same time. He definitely has body. 100%. That movie, like, it's like a reference point. Whenever I think of Jake Nightcrawler, and every time I come across someone, I'm like, have you seen Nightcrawler? And they kind of get this, nah. Stop what you're doing and go and watch Nightcrawler. You know, and then same thing with like J.K. Simmons in Whiplash, where it's like, do you know, like, nah, that's not acting. That comes from something else. There's something very wrong with you people. He's the Ryan O'Reilly from, oh my gosh, O'Reilly, you know, from Oz of real life. O'Reilly was different. That man. The stuff he did in the name of love. Psycho Ryan Riley, boy. Nah, J.K. Simmons definitely has issues. I'm telling you. Oh, he's great in Invincible though. That voice acting is that he's totally convincing as Omni-Man. But yeah, Whiplash and Nightcrawler are movies I will watch. I watch them a million times if I have to. I don't care. I'll always watch them, but I'll just never be convinced that there's not more to them characters. Vern Schillinger, J. Jonah Jameson, and Whiplash. Yeah, he's a madman. J.K. Simmons is a madman. He's gotta be. He just got to be. I'm not having it. Like, if you meet him in real life and he's the nicest person, I'm not having it. No, sorry. You're acting now, mate. You're yourself in the movies. Or some version of yourself. Like, he's got that sort of, yeah, I feel like he's got that sort of Jack Nicholson air of madness to them, where it's like 1 minute they're your friend, next minute, not so much, no. Totally convincing. But yeah, that Jake Gyllenhaal movie, man, I was like, I enjoyed it. I respected it. I respected that shit. And I was like, as soon as I watched it, I was like, yeah, I need to watch Nightcrawler again. It needs to be done. But I'm wondering what's going on with Netflix though. They must be like losing a ton of market share. They got so many, they're having to fend off so many people now. You got Disney Plus, HBO Max. Well, I don't know if anyone actually uses HBO Max. I shouldn't say that. Disney Plus has definitely taken a bite out of their market share. Yeah, man, definitely. Drive and I love the soundtrack to Drive more than anything else. That and the opening, just the way it comes in and he does his thing in the beginning. Yeah. And then when the music drops, that night call song. Yeah. Drive was that movie. That was definitely that movie of that year. It was super cool. But then because of Drive, I have to tolerate Tosh, like, was it Baby Driver? Ugh. Drive is one of my favorite movies. Definitely one of the coolest movies around. Baby Driver is not. That shit was so fucking bad. And there was people trying to convince me it was good. Like, no, there's no earth in which this is good. And they're making a sequel. I swear they're making a sequel. I'm thinking, why? Why are they making this a sequel? Wait, was Sick as in You like it? Please tell me you don't like that movie. Okay. I was worried for a second. Like, no, they got you too, man. They were trying to convince me. You enter these screenwriting competitions and stuff, and they have Baby Driver as one of the good examples of. Oh, I'm like, what? Nope, not entering this competition. You people are idiots.